Sorry. Okay. Hello everyone, I am Hina Antule, founder of 2502, and that's an online marketplace for cosmetics. And first of all, I'd just like to thank Professional Beauty India team for giving me this opportunity and this platform to go live with you guys. So as we all know, coronavirus is going around, and due to that, everyone and everything is put on lockdown. So I really do hope everyone is staying indoors and everyone's safe and everyone is sanitizing their hands and taking all the precautions necessary. Now, going into what I'm here for, keeping in mind that because of this lockdown, we're all stuck at home and we're all sort of just fried as to what we're supposed to do. And do we cook, do we clean, do we do makeup, what do we do? So for that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys my top 5 summer lipsticks that I feel like you guys should get, if not at least like look into. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about that. Okay, so now, number 1, what I would like to, the first color that I would actually like to show you guys is a pink. Now, why do I pick a pink? I pick a pink because it's summer, and a nice bright pink would go very well. Also, it's a color that we're very comfortable with as well. You know, we know that it suits our skin tone, no matter what shade of pink that might be. Now, the one that I have decided to show you guys today is this one by 2502 Beauty. It's called Pataka. So let me just open that up for you. Okay, so it's like a bright pink. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it for you guys, like over here, just so that you guys can see what that would be like. Okay, so this is the swatch of it. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna actually apply it on as well, so that you understand what the color would look like on Indian skin tone. As you can see, I'm not light, but I'm not dark as well. I'm sort of in the middle, so it's a good understanding. Also, if you go to think about it, like for people that want to maybe understand my skin tone and as to how these colors work, I would be like an NC 42.5 like that. So you know what, it's like medium skin tones. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is apply this for you and show you what it would look like. So I've got like a little mirror here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for you guys. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please go ahead and ask. I'm right here to answer all of your questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that on. Now, usually I would probably apply this with like a brush, making sure it's all clean and tidy, but really we don't all necessarily do that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and okay. So this is from 2502 Beauty. This is 2502 Beauty. So these are creamy mattes. They're soft mattes that way, and that's why I prefer having these on. These are better for summer as well. I would suggest that people use bullet lipsticks in comparison to maybe liquid lipsticks during summers, because it's all already so hot and dry and stuff. So it keeps your lips a little more nourished. Now what I like to do once I apply my lipstick is I like to take like a bit of piece of tissue, and I like to blot my lip, and I do that to get rid of any excess product that might be on it, which was this. So the chances of your lipstick actually moving off on a hot day, if you're like having your drinks and stuff, it's very less in comparison to if I was using like a liquid lipstick. I know that the oils would break that down and sort of just break it off. You can find this on 2502.in, so it's www.2502.in. You should be able to find this there, and it's priced at $4.99, so it's pretty decently priced too. So when it comes to the freelancer industry and the beauty industry, actually, and freelancers and that, see, because of this entire situation, every field is sort of down. Now, none of us really know what's going to come out of this, so the only sort of advice that I can give anyone after this is over and they're going back to work would be just stick to your basics, okay? We all know that there's an economical problem happening as of now, and it might just continue a little longer, and until it does, we all need to understand that it's a big problem, yeah, but we're all in it together. So just be calm, be relaxed, and just work through it slowly, making sure that you're just sticking to your basics first. And what can freelance makeup artists do to make the most of the lockdown? Honestly, guys, I think the best thing that you guys could do is pick up a makeup brush every single day. Don't create like a crazy look. Like, don't do like, oh yeah, I've got like winged liner and just bold lips and all that. Don't do that. Just pick one thing, okay? Pick your eyebrows, or pick your lashes, or pick your lips, one thing, and just make sure that you do that so that your practice is constantly there. Like, we don't know how long this lockdown is necessarily going to last for, okay? So you don't want to lose out on practice, and it's for your own good. You're not going to, there's nothing bad that could come out of you practicing makeup every single day. So I really think that that's what people should be doing. All right. So this was Pataka. Now, this is a beautiful pink. It's very bright and stuff, so that's why it's really good for summer. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe this off and show you guys my next shade. So just give me a second for this. I should probably take some makeup remover on it. Like, I'm just going to actually, pull out a wipe and wipe it off. These do have a little, they do stay on for quite a bit, and they do sort of somewhat leave like a tint as well, which is good for lipsticks, because once you have lipstick on and then you sit there and you eat or you drink or whatever, the lipstick tends to come off because the oils are breaking down. Now, when that happens, for you to have a lipstick that leaves the tint, it's what else could you ask for? So I'm just gonna take this off. All right. Okay. Now, because I've just taken off my lipstick, the first thing I'm gonna do is actually just go in and apply some lip balm, because I just don't want my lips to dry out during all the lipstick changes. So I'm just gonna slightly put that on. Tricks to make your lipstick last long. I would suggest doing the tissue blotting thing that I did. I have noticed that it does make your lipstick stay on much longer because it's already taken off all that excess that could possibly get removed. Also, you could here, like if you have a tissue, you could just sort of open up your tissue, place it on your lip, and you can dust translucent powder over it, and that should mattify it down and sort of keep it in place. So yeah, also make sure that you're doing things like don't forget to exfoliate. Always exfoliate, because it is very, very necessary. You've got dead skin everywhere, even on your lips. So you want to like just take a brush, okay, take a bit of sugar and honey, mix it up a little bit, and just go ahead and just exfoliate it a little bit, circular motions. Do not press too hard. If you press too hard, you will end up like cutting your lip and bleeding, and that is not a good idea. So you want to go ahead and exfoliate, then you want to go ahead and moisturize your lip. That is always very important, and then go in with your lipstick for sure. I'm just gonna quickly check this out. How am I spending my time during the lockdown? So how am I spending it? I have spent my days trying to actually create looks that I wouldn't naturally do on a regular day. I've been trying to play around a lot with maybe bolder lip colors as well, like a black or a green, which I understand you guys might not like be so great, open-minded, and like fun thing about, but this is the time for you to try out everything that you might be too scared to try out. This is the time for you to try out the colors that you might be scared to put on and go out and stuff with, because you have nothing to lose right now. You're sitting by yourself. Put it on. Just understand how you're feeling about it. Play around with it. If you feel like a color is too dark or too light, you can always mix it up to make sure that you're comfortable with that color. So go ahead and do that. All right, going on to my next color. Now my next color is another one from 2502 Beauty as well. This one is called Sherni. I'm gonna go ahead and show this to you guys. All right. So it's a rusted orange. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch it here for you guys actually here. All right, so you guys see that? I mean, it's still a little on the brownish side, but then you've got your hints of orange in there. Now, the reason I really like this color, and I feel like people should try out this color, is because orange tones look absolutely gorgeous on Indian skin tones. It's a very underrated color when it comes to Indian skin tones. And I understand that when it comes to summer, a lot of people might instantly think that, hey, you know what, it needs to be bright and it needs to be in your face, and that's not necessarily the case. I will be showing you guys a nude as well after this, because you gotta have a summer nude. Everyone needs to have a summer nude. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this and show you guys why I like it so much, and keep your questions coming, guys. Just keep them coming. So this is Sherni. Now, the thing about Sherni is that it's not a very bright out there orange, and that's why I feel like you guys would love it, because it's a little more dark. It's a little more comfortable looking that way, and it doesn't come off as like too loud. So once again, going in and doing my blotting process so that you guys can see what it would like actually look like. So you see that it's very light. It's just got a touch of orange, and it suits our skin tones. So guys, you really need to try out an orange for this summer, because you can't go wrong. You really can't. It might look very scary in the beginning. I completely agree. I think the first time that I had put on an orange lipstick, I was horrified. Like, I had to run to just get that off me. But growing up and actually studying all of this and, understanding things, I realized that it wasn't necessarily the color. It was just the shade. And it just didn't work for me. It was too bright. It wasn't necessarily made for Indian skin tones, which this is. So yeah. Now I'm gonna go ahead and thank you. The orange is very beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead, and the reason this is nice is because it's browner tones as well, so it's good. All right, gonna wipe this off again. Move on to my next one. Oh my god. See, it comes off very easily as well. And that's why bullet lipsticks are a little better than liquid lipsticks as well in a way. I mean, both have their pros and cons. Liquid lipsticks are gorgeous in their own way, but bullet lipsticks are the classics, so yeah. Ooh. What is the top bridal trend for lips? All right. So a lot of nudes are in. Nudes are the way to go. There was a time where reds had actually taken over the market when it came to bridal lip colors. And don't get me wrong, red is still probably one of the most used colors when it comes to bridals. But recently, as of recent, there has been a really great big shift off of red lipstick to nude lipsticks, which is why I was going to go into my next shade and actually show you guys my nude shade for that, which is a great color for bridals as well. While doing that, actually, what I will do is I will show you guys how to overline the lips as well. Now, just give me 1 second and I will just be back, guys. Okay, I am back, and I'd actually gone to try to pick myself up a lip pencil so that I could show you guys. All right, so let me go ahead and show you guys. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my mirror first. All right, now here I've got my lip pencil. This is an old pencil, as you can see. It's not old, like expired. It's just old. I've used it way too much. So this is by MAC. This is called Spice, and it's probably, how do I even say this? It is a gift to women. It is. It really is, guys. This is my go-to pencil. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I do. So I'm gonna get a little close as well, so you guys can see. And here. So you see, that's my normal lip line, and that's just slightly above it, and so that's where I'm gonna line it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just line just outside it, so you can see, right? And now you see how this line goes a little flatter. I'm gonna round this out. Now that's the good thing about using a lip liner. You can somewhat change your lip line, and that's helpful, because I personally don't like that one of my side is a little more rounder and the other one's a little more flat. So with this, I can like fix that up. All right. All right. Now, keep in mind, you see this little part that's come out? That's completely fine. When you're using, you can just see. There you go. Just wiped it off. There you go. So here, I've got a side that is slightly overlined. And then here I've got a side which is not overlined at all. So you can see it's not sharp here the way this is. Okay, and you can see that my natural lip line is somewhere around here. And I have slightly gone above it and done it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in everything else with it. A lip liner is very helpful because it makes it much easier when you're applying your lipstick. And okay, with a bullet lipstick, I understand you still have a little more control, but when it comes to something like a liquid lipstick, it is difficult. It can be a little tricky to work with, because I mean, it is liquid, right? So you want to try to use a lip liner for that. Here, just going again, and all right. Now, you see that this side is still a little more round in comparison to this. That's completely fine. You marked my actual lip line. Now I can actually match this up. All right. Sorry guys, that was a call from just the phone companies. Alright, okay, gonna go to my bottom lip now. And I'd like to start from the bottom. So I've got my middle part. Alright, clean that up a little bit. There, got my line proper. And this is overlined clearly, as you guys can see. So that's where I should have done it, and that's where I've done it. That's going to be my overline. Now, what I like to do is I don't like to go out as much as I like to go in and sort of give it like a smaller, plumper look. So I'm just going to, and I don't necessarily like to line over here. So I'm just going to go ahead and like fill the sides up like this a little bit. All right. And just fix these side lines up. See, make sure it's nice and round so you see the difference. All right. Smile a bit when you're doing this so that it tightens the lip and it's easier for you to get a nicer, straighter line. And that's me with overlined lips. All right, okay. Now I understand that I have I've just lined it. There's nothing in it, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and now show you guys the nude that I was talking about, which is called Nazakat. Do you guys see that somewhere? Yeah. All right. So here you go. That's Nazakat. Now, I personally think this is one of my favorite shades ever. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch it for you guys. Here you go. Just clear. All right. Alright, so it's like, it's got its little bit of pinky undertones, but it's still a nude, and it's very soft. I mean, this is really like put on so it looks like this, but it's much softer. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let you guys see what that looks like. Right, now I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it like this instead of going like that, because I just want, with nudes, I just like to keep it a little lighter, as light as possible. Like, I just want it to look like there's a tint of something, but not really anything. So in like these little tapping motions, so you see I've got my color over there, don't have it over there, but I've just got a good small amount of it. So that's what I'm doing. So that's supposed to be our nude that I think you guys should check out. It's very soft. It's the kind of shade that you know that you could use on anything. Like, okay, when it comes to something like the pink or the orange, you know that you're still free to use it however you want. I mean, it's makeup, to each their own. But you know that there's still some rules in terms of colors with maybe what you're wearing or what your eye makeup is like that day and stuff. And with this, you know that you can pair it with anything. I know that I could have almost nothing the way I do now, where it's just a thin wing, or I know that I could have like an elaborate graphic liner thing done. I know that I could have any sort of face art done, whatever it might be, and I know that I could put this on and I know that it will work. Like, there's no question about it, no matter what. And that's the beautiful thing about nudes, that you're more likely to have one nude that would suit a greater amount of people in comparison to maybe something like a pink or a purple or an orange or red. So yeah, this is that. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this off again for you guys, because why not? Oh my god. All right. Please keep in mind that whatever I am saying about colors or tones or whatever it may be, again, makeup is a very personal thing. So if you guys want to put on, I don't know, a purple for summer, go for it. Just as long as you feel good about it, that's all that matters. But these shades are shades that I believe you guys should at least check out for summer, for sure. Alright. Now I'm sort of having to wipe a little around my mouth as well, because that's where the lip liner was. And you want to get down there, because that's where you overline too. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and like put a little bit of lip balm on, because God knows we all need it. Alright. Now, even with lip balms, you guys, first of all, make sure that you guys are investing in a lip balm for summer. any lipstick that you're putting on, whether that is a bullet, whether that is liquid, whatever it might be, make sure that you are using a lip balm. Even if you're not using lipstick, just as part of your normal skincare routine, whether that's your day routine or your night routine, gotta have lip balm. Gotta. And make sure that you're looking at the ingredients of your lip balm too. So, like, this one that I'm using is by Burt's Bees, and it has vitamin E and peppermint. I personally like this quite a lot, only because of the fact that the peppermint sort of tingles on my lips a little bit and just gives it a little more fresh look, like it just gets all the blood rushing over there and stuff. Alright, so I would just, when it comes to makeup for on Indian skin tones, I think everyone needs to understand that there are warm tones and there are cool tones. All right, there's a lot. Just make sure that you guys know what you're putting on your face. You don't need, look, this is me, right? I don't need to put on foundation that might be 3 shades lighter or 4 shades lighter, because while that might be great for some people, where, you know, a lot of beauty is linked with your skin tone, that time is long gone, long gone. And it's all about just appreciating and accepting yourself. Yeah, sure, makeup is there to, you know, maybe hide your flaws or whatever it is, but you need to understand that the main reason for makeup is to accentuate your features, the ones that you already have. Like, you don't have to look at what someone else has on and make sure that, and think that that's what's gonna work on you. You gotta just look at yourself, understand your own skin, understand your skin type, understand your skin tone, understand your skin's undertones, and work alongside that. Also, just a little piece of advice for everyone. I mean, I know that I'm a makeup artist as well, and I don't know if some people might not necessarily agree with this, but makeup is great, all right? Like, lipstick is great, but at the end of the day, you gotta make sure that your skincare is right, all right? Your base is what matters at the end of the day. And all of that can only temporarily, I guess, get fixed with the makeup. So for more like proper care, you want to be able to do your skincare, whether that's your cleansing, your toning, your moisturizing, your masking, whatever it may be. Do it. Use your lip balm, use your eye cream. Make sure you guys are doing that. If you guys do that, your use of makeup is going to go down. You're not going to use it so much because you're not going to feel like you need it. So yeah, just go, like, understand yourself, guys. How do we pick correct shade of foundation while shopping online? While shopping online to buy foundation. Okay, so number one, there are websites nowadays where you can go in and you can put in foundations that you're already using. All right, like I could say MAC of this and Wet n Wild of that, or whatever it may be, and you put them all down with the shade name and stuff, and then it'll give you a long list of all of these different brands and what your shade would be for that. So that is a good option as well for you to try, but that is for someone that already knows about foundation and already has their foundations and they just want to, like, maybe buy another one. Now, for people that haven't necessarily gotten a foundation before and they're looking to get a foundation, I don't suggest doing that online. 99% you guys are not going to be able to find your right shade, and even if you find your right shade, it might just not work. See, the thing with foundation, and I say this very, very seriously and religiously in a way as well, do not buy foundation or concealer without doing a try test. A try test is always necessary. So what that is when you go into the store, you put it on and go around for an entire day. Do everything that you normally do. That is, you run around if you run around. Cook, clean, stand out in the heat, take public transport. Whatever it is that you do, to actually see how well that foundation stays on your face. Does it suit your skin, and will it oxidize? If foundations oxidize, that could lead to what happens is, once a foundation or a concealer oxidizes, it turns into a different color. That is a mess, so you don't want that. So I would suggest going to the store the first time if you're getting a foundation for the first time. If not, then also foundations should have like a little description as well of what sort of skin tone it's for: fair, medium, medium dark, whatever it may be. So you want to read the descriptions clearly as well. And if you have any questions, you can always try calling up the customer care or the store, and maybe getting like better help and a better understanding of what you should be getting for your foundation or your concealer. So yeah. All right. Okay, that was long. All right. Okay, going on to my next thing. So I have showed you guys a pink, which is great for summer. It's a nice, beautiful, bright pink. I've showed you an orange, which is great for people that want to try to get into different colors but might be a little too scared. Also keeping in mind that orange is a beautiful color for Indian skin tones, whether you're light or dark, whatever it may be. And then I showed you a nude that you could use on any sort of makeup look or on any sort of outfit, whatever. Basically, the nude is your everyday color. It's the color that you can trust no matter what. And I've also showed you how to line my lips, how I overline my lips actually. So yeah. All right. Next, which one should I show you guys next? All right. Okay. So next, what I'm gonna go ahead and show you is it's a shade of red. Now, I understand that it might seem a little intimidating for people to necessarily put on a red and walk out with that. So that's why I've picked this specific red. So this red is called Ishikbaz, and I'm gonna go ahead and open this up for you guys as well. Just open that. All right. Okay. So now, I realize that it looks extra like bright on the thing, but it's a little more muted down that way. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this for you. All right. Okay, so this is a red with pink undertones. So you see it looks a little pinkish. Yeah, that's how that's how you say that the undertones are pink. Now, the reason I pick this over a bolder red, like, let me go ahead and show you, over a red maybe like this. Okay, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to make out the difference. Alright, so this is Junoon and this is Ishikbaz. Now, the difference is that Junoon is much brighter. You see, the colors that you see is more just red, okay? You don't necessarily see the pink as much. So, that's actually why I sort of picked Ishikbaz to show you guys, because keeping in mind that the pink would be, again, something you guys would be a little more comfortable with as well. So now, again, before I go ahead and use this, I would like to let you guys know that this is a red color. What red lipsticks tend to do is, because of the pigments that are in the red lipstick, it tends to stain your lips. It stains more than any other color would stain. So just keep that in mind for whenever you might be using a red lipstick, that it would possibly stain. But that's nothing bad. Okay, a stain is always nice. Again, going back to what I said earlier during this live, that you will eat, you will drink, and that will come off. So the stain sort of just makes it look like, yeah, it's still there, which is what we all want. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and apply this now for you guys. Take your time to apply lipstick, especially when it's red, because you don't want to mess up. But if you do mess up, you can always take a bit of concealer on a brush and just clean it up. So don't worry about that. Okay, see that? You guys remember how this line was straight? Just curved it. Alright, bottom lip now. If you don't have a lip liner, the tip of your lipstick is your best friend. Use it for sure. Okay. Alright. Now, why do I love this red? Let me give you guys my reasons as to why I love this red and why you guys should try out this red. It has pink undertones. This makes a big difference. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and blot my lips first, just so that you guys can see what it would like normally look like, I guess. Okay. Alright, so you see it's a little pinkish. Like you know that it's red, but you still just feel like it's a little on the pinkier side. That's why. That is what you want. Okay. So, sorry, I just had to do that. Okay. So, a red is a color that we all need to have in our bags. As a woman, all of us have a red, or all of us are planning on getting a red. It's just the way the universe works. Okay, it's just the color for women. So keeping in mind that it's a very bold color to have a pure red on. It would be overly bold. You know that you wouldn't necessarily be able to use it during the day. Like I know that, okay, I'd use a more just a pure red, you know, like if I was going out in the evening, or if I was going out for like a date at night, or whatever it might be. But with this, because it has its pinkier undertones, you know that you can use it during the day. All right, you no longer have to limit yourself to using a red at a specific time. It's lost that. Okay, it's just a color now. You can use it whenever you want. You can use it during the day. I can wake up in the morning and it's early. I mean, it's almost 12 now, and I have red on now, and I could keep it on for the rest of the day, and it really won't make a difference, because it's great, it's comfortable, it's light, it's not bold and out there and in your face. So you guys, this is a good red to try out for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off while I'm just gonna take it off, actually, not while anything, because I wouldn't be able to talk while I'm taking this off. Okay, just gonna see that. So this is stained clearly. Alright, so now even though this is stained. That's completely fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is show you guys the final thing. All right, the final thing that I want to show you guys for summer. Now, I'm happy that it's left a tint because that's what I wanted. I wanted a tint left on the lips. Now, the last thing that I want to show you guys is not a lipstick actually. It is this. This is MAC's lip gloss. All right, it's a clear gloss, and you gotta have a gloss in summer. You have to, and I'll show you why you have to real quick as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and it's clear, so I'm not gonna swatch that out for you guys because don't need to. All right, gonna go ahead and just give the tube a bit of a squeeze, get out the product. There you go. All right, got a good amount of product out. I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that on. All right. Okay, cool. So that was my final thing to show you guys, which was using lip gloss. I understand that a lot of people have gone into mattes and they like to stick to mattes and all of that, but glosses are making a comeback, guys, and so you've got quite a bit on. That's what's like pulling like that. Make sure you put a good amount on, like don't overdo it. Also, if this happens, that is a trick to learn. Anytime you put anything on your lip, put it on, take your finger and pull it out. What happens is all the excess that is here on the insides, that comes off. All right, so the sticky and all of that, none of that happens. All right, so why you want to use a lip gloss is because, do you see the shine? It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Your lips aren't dry. The gloss shines beautifully, and with MAC's lip gloss, it's a little thicker than normal glosses, and so you know that you just have to use a little bit and it will stay. I do feel the need to tell you guys once again that even though I am showing you guys a lip gloss right now, a lip gloss will not stay on your lips. All right, you will not be able to eat and drink and stuff and still have your lip gloss as it is. It's not like a lipstick, so you will have to reapply that as it comes off. Okay, all right, so I hope you guys had a decent time. I know I did. And just once again, I just like to thank Professional Beauty India just one more time for giving me this opportunity and just letting me come here and just talk to you guys about makeup and what I've been doing here. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys had a great time. Thank you.